I really enjoyed the Mick Foley, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks promo thing. I thought they all did amazing. I haven't seen a women's promo that strong in a really long time, and Foley obviously added a lot to it with, putting over the dangers of the cell and everything. I thought that was just great. I enjoyed aspects like the Enzo Amore and Big Cass doing their intro without the mics.
Okay. Let me go back real quick to the Mick Foley one. What did you think of that promo? Charlotte is way better than Sasha on the mic, and I did love that part where she told Foley, I know you're missing an ear, but I'll remember it in a second. But she just buried him basically. But I know you know what I'm saying, or something like that, But I think she's incredible right now on that microphone. I mean, she's really doing a real good job. Sasha just looks like a star, man. When she first came in, I used to joke she reminded me of one of the Wayans brothers from, remember that movie White Chicks?
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, here's the thing. I'm worried about that match. I'm concerned.
This is what she said. I know you're missing an ear. I know you're missing an ear, but I said, hand me the contract. That's awesome.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
So, what do you think? I mean, I'm very worried about the way those two work with each other. That them going into a Hell in a Cell match.
Right.
With their history of basically trying to do too much out there, right. And they've gotten hurt.
Yeah, and that's one thing Charlotte brought up. She goes, you're always broken, and then Brian Banks is like, well, I'll just crawl up broken, bro. But I think Foley went a little bit too overboard with his promo. I just did, and but these two girls have magic, and there's a good chance both of them are going to come out hurt, trying to prove they're the best. And then you see it, bro. That's why she looked up to Eddie Guerrero, and Charlotte looks up to Ric Flair, two of the hardest workers in the business. You cannot tell them that when they're being given the biggest opportunity of their careers and maybe any other woman's career, they're not going to go out and kill it.
Yeah, but they're hurt. They're getting hurt.
I know.
So why?
How many wrestlers do we know that they don't care about that? They're just, I'm out there to perform. This is my time, and I'm going to shine. That's half the locker room, bro.
But that's like, you're kind of like, I mean, why are you as the office like encouraging this? I mean, when they go, you see the moves that these girls are doing out there.
Business maybe in their eyes.
Well, not if the girl gets hurt.
Yeah,
how's she supposed to, she gets hurt? She's not on TV.
Yep.
How's that good for business? Plus the cage matches these days, bro. It's not like old school cage matches where,
bro, in this business, we both know that when you get hurt, they're just like, all right, well, that's part of the business. Next. That's just how it is. And that's how they look at it, I feel, because that's how we've been treated.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to protect
when you've been hurt, did anybody from WCW ever call your TNA to see how you were doing?
Bro, I never got hurt. I got hurt one time. I hurt my back. I wouldn't go out there and do stuff that logically I was saying, like, so this is going to put me in an injury risk.
All right. Well, we both know they don't call nobody. They just want to know when are you getting back.
Right.
That's all they give a shit about. So they don't care if you get hurt, because to them that's part of the business. I mean, obviously they're now, taking out like pile drivers and some other moves that could you up. But other than that, I think to them, injuries is just part of the business. If you're not going to go out there and put on a great match and get injured in the process, I think they might even look up to you unless you're injury prone, which is kind of a dichotomy, because now they actually frown upon you for the one thing they were telling you to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you with that,
Hey, Conan,
I just don't think that. I mean, I'm just surprised that they're letting these two work each other in that type of match. Because
they know the people know they're going to bring it, and they will bring it.
Yeah, bro, it's like, I know they're going to bring it, but they're going to bring it.
I understand what you're saying.
They've been bringing it with a lack of common sense with regards to injury prevention. That's what they're bringing it has done before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lack of common sense with regards to injury prevention that a lot of these guys on the show, like last night, it's completely unnecessary. Why do you have to power bomb Seth Rollins into the edge of the apron? That could hurt the guy. I mean, for a shoot on a show that's cartoonish. That to me, that's the whole thing that's so weird about this is just.
But why is it cartoonish that they power bombed them on the thing?
Because it's unnecessary. If you're trying to make the tone of your show cartoonish, All right. Why do you need to do realistic violence when you could do simulated violence to make it look like the same? If you're just laying the guy out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that move, like, bro, we just got off with where he's power bombed the guy into the boards, and he ruptured the guy's shoulder. What's he, Finn Balor, by doing stuff like that? Right. You know, I just can't believe they keep doing these things. And I'm going like, how many times do you have to, like, you know, stick your hand on the stove and burn your hand before you realize, oh, stove is hot. Don't stick your hand on the stove. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they keep doing this stuff.
What do you think, KG?
Man, it's really hard to say, man. It's Disco makes a great point, but Conan makes a great point too. And it's one of those things. There's always going to be people pushing the envelope to perform riskier, but a lot of people will say the smart money's in, quote unquote, a safer style that you might see a John Cena, a Miz, or all these different people that are taking less risks, but you can't argue that they're entertaining the crowd.
You can't tell. Look, we both worked with them. You can't tell a Chris Benoit, an Eddie Guerrero, or a Bryan Danielson, or to slow down. They're not going to. That's their style. That's what got them over. That's what they know, and that's what they love, and that's what they know the fans love. And you're not going to get anything less than them. They're just, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to do a John Cena style.
Right.
That's why they're not John Cena.
Daniel Bryan has two speeds, man. Daniel Bryan speed and formal dinner speed.
Bro, Rey Mysterio still wants to go at Rey Mysterio speed, you know, and he still does incredible matches. Not because he's my boy. I just saw him rip it up with Jeff Hardy, another guy that's really hurt. And they did half the shit they do now because they're too hurt and they don't have to. And that's what's going to happen with these guys.
Yeah. But bro, those guys have a history of managing their, you know, you're talking guys that have been wrestling for how long? 20 years.
Right. More.
I'm specifically referring to, you know, a couple girls that have been in this for a couple years.
Yeah.
And one of whom got hurt a few times, at least once, doing something risky.
And it's a little fragile little thing, too. You know, she's a small girl. It's almost like when I would see them put Sexy Star, like, against Big Rick, I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, do you know how tall Sexy Star really is? She's real small. She's real light. I mean, she can't be more than 120 pounds. All right? So, I mean, these are small, you know, structured females, which are more prone to injury.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. And, bro, imagine she's going to be in Boston, her hometown. And you don't think she's going to rip it up?
I mean, you know, all hope goes out that they have a good match and they get
bro, your intentions are in the right place. Your intentions are in the right place. We both know why you're saying it, you know, so they don't get injured. And there's, you know, but you can't tell these people when it's their time to shine not to go out there and shine. That's what I know.
Why not? Why can you not? Why can you not? As an office, you've got a commodity here that you're paying. Okay, you're not paying it to sit home, you know, hurt.
Right.
You're paying them to show up to work.
Right.
No, so that's on the agents. That's on the agents. That's on everybody. You know, when they lay this stuff out, and you know, and you're looking at the things that they want to do, and you're ignoring the fact that is something that it might cause you to get hurt and be out for a while. That's on everybody.